You're listening to Behind the Bulldogs, brought to you by Ferris State Athletics.
Off the left side, to the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
If I'm even having like a bad day on the course or something, I just look down at it and just feel like thankful that I'm able to be out there.
Making sure that we're like where our feet are and we're not thinking about outside distractions.
Welcome in, everybody, to another exciting edition of Behind the Bulldogs, episode 3 of season 3, recorded almost at 3 o'clock. Brandon Worth, Tatum Outlaw with you. A lot of threes on this episode. And some great guests as well. Emmett Johnson and Ella Kowatch of Cross Country stopping by. Great interview. We'll get you there in just a moment. We'll recap what happened this past week in Ferris State Athletics and what's ahead here at the Ferris State Sports Slate. But Tatum, you are back from the Lone Star State.
Yeehaw, I'm back.
Yeehaw. Did you bring a cowboy hat back?
No, I almost brought one there, but, you know, we were in the airport at like 5 a.m., so I was just like, nah, I'll just leave it at home.
That sounds... Did you at least sleep on the trip? Okay, we'll talk about that later here in a minute. We'll get you the rundown here of what happened here in Ferris State Sports. We will start with women's soccer, a 1-0 loss to a good Cedarville team, and Coach Henson obviously had a home opener. We'll talk about that in just a minute, but good to see them getting back out on the field. They did some great things in the exhibition, especially against Lewis, but overall, starting off with regional competition, we touched on it last week. Good to start with tough competition just because it gets you ready whether you like it or not.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's great playing regional games. There's always some like unspoken like tension and competitiveness with it, and especially for our soccer team, I think they're playing like really great games. It's just finding ways to score, I think, will be something that's huge for them. But it's cool to see like how they can prevent other teams from scoring. We just got to find our own.
Absolutely. And you guys were in action in volleyball, 3-1 overall at the Texas Tyler Invitational. The only loss coming to nationally ranked Central Oklahoma team that was Elite 8 team last year. But just talk about what you saw from you and your teammates over the weekend, and overall coming out 3 out of 4 wins. That's not too shabby to start the year.
Yeah, I think we're a team that's still kind of figuring things out ourselves. Like, we have a lot of depth. We have a lot of great talent on the team. So just kind of figuring out like where we can find our flow and our rhythm. That's just kind of our biggest thing right now. We're able to get away with it. I mean, we have a lot of talent, but I think just finding where we flow best will just be like the extra little piece that we're missing. So, but I'm excited to figure it out this week. We've got some games. We leave Thursday. We'll talk about that later, but we're going to Colorado, so we'll be, I wanted to say on the road, but we'll be in the air again. So we're just excited. We're still hungry. And Central Oklahoma is a great team. So it was just cool to see how we were playing against other teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking a little bit, especially road success has been good with Ferris State in recent, and especially for that football team. Obviously, being down 6-0 to start the game was not ideal, but scoring 63 straight points, that you can take care of that. That's fine.
Someone showed me, they were like, Tatum, look. And I was like, oh, shoot, we're down 6-0. And then I remember checking like an hour later or however long it was, and I was like, oh, we might be losing. 63-6. I literally refreshed my screen. I was like, that's got to be a typo, but it wasn't. So that's awesome.
Yeah, great stuff from Coach Anise and company. And it was all sorts of contributors. We saw second string, third string. I mean, there's too many stats to go over in the time allotted that we have in the segment. So you can follow along with all the stats, information, and more as well at the show at FerrisStateBulldogs.com and WBRN.com, whichever of your choosing. If you want the stats, FerrisStateBulldogs.com. Looking at the Bulldog Invite as well, is the 50th annual of the Ray Helsing Bulldog Invitational. And as you'll hear later from Ella and Emmett, good rust buster, and I can attest to this. It's a great course. It's overall a great experience. You know, it's low-key. It's not too overbearing emotionally going in, and you're pretty much surrounded by your teammates, friends and family, community members. So, and overall, when you pretty much sweep the podium out of 7 or 8 out of the top 10 finishers for our respective squads, doing some right things for Coach Kelsch, Coach Kessler, and company.
For sure. I think it's a great first race for them. They seem very positive about it. They feel prepared going to their next couple. And I think it's also great for the freshmen to have like your home opener. It'd be super chill, but also like you're just kind of feeling the ropes for how things go. So I'm just happy for them, and I'm excited to see how they do in these upcoming races.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And they talk about the competitive schedule, and we'll get to the interview in just a moment. Stick with us. And then one more soccer results to cap. Indianapolis came to town. Left with the same score how they started, 0-0.
So close.
Yeah, it's weird in soccer. You can play 90 minutes and start the same way, finish the same way that you started.
Yeah, I mean, they played very hard, very aggressive team. It's just, again, finding ways to score. So
yeah, we had chances, not able to put them in the back of the net, but on the counter side, defense was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Looks really good.
For sure. I mean, if we can't score. We got to keep them from scoring. So I think we did a great job with that. Now we just got to find our own.
Absolutely. And we'll touch on tennis and golf more as we go along as well, because they're still finishing up. But especially, I wanted to shout out Cameron Shannon, school record round for Coach Stark's squad. Congratulations to Cameron. Right now, as it stands going into today, as we're recording this right now, men's are tied for third, and then women's are I believe, in solo third. So a lot of threes. I told you it was coming. Whoop, whoop. So right now, you can follow along with that, FairStateBulldogs.com for more. But golf is in action as well. Coach Doran's squad heard some good things as well from their opening matches. So right now we're in full fall swing, whether we like it or not.
I wanted to say that, Joe.
Sorry. You can say it again if you want.
Golf is in full swing.
There you go. Nice. It's too good of a joke not to say
yeah,
twice.
It is.
It is indeed. But you can find out more information where? I think we've said it about 5 times.
All of our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can find us there.
At Behind the Bulldogs, or on social media at Behind _. That's what that little
Bulldogs.
line thing is called for those that don't know, and then Bulldogs.
Yes.
So, all right, enough snarling. Interview time?
Yes.
Let's do it. Ella Kowatch and Emma Johnson of Cross Country. Welcome into the interview room. We have 2 cross-country stars standing by. We have Ella Kowatch as well as Emmett Johnson. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Great to have you on. And obviously, home meet now in the books. The rust is off. You guys are ready to rock and roll for the rest of the season. But just talk about how fun it was to run in front of the community and at your home course.
Yeah, it was a really good race. We run Bulldog every year as a season opener. It's kind of like a scrimmage because there's not a lot of teams there, but I think it's really nice because there's not a lot of pressure on you. It's the first race of the season, and then for girls, it's just a 5K. So the next meet, we're stepping up to a 6K, and then we'll run 6Ks the rest of the season. So it's just a nice little first meet. I think the girls, on the girls' side, we did really good. A lot of freshmen stepped up and had a really strong race. So, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think it's a good course for Rust Buster, and I think with having like fewer teams definitely does take pressure off. Good Rust Buster, but also on the guys' side too, I think it went really well, and I like what I saw, and I'm pretty excited for the rest of the season.
For sure.
Sweet. Where are you guys headed next, and how are you feeling now that you've gotten like the first meet out of the way?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel like I had a pretty good finish, so I was happy with how it went. We're going to Minneapolis next, and we leave on Wednesday next week. So it's going to be a little bit of a drive, but I think it'll be a fun race. We've never ran there before, so I think we're all pretty excited.
Cool.
Look out for water. I hear there's a lot of it.
Oh, yeah.
Emmett, how are you feeling going in Minnesota?
I'm pretty excited. I actually used to run that race in high school,
Nice.
so I'm looking forward to going back there. It'll be the first time I run semi-close to home. It's only like 2 hours from my place, so
Nice.
that'll be pretty cool.
For sure. And I know Griax is one of the fastest meets in the country, so it's really fun to get you guys there and to be able to see that. And talk about especially the last couple of years, especially Ellie, you can attest to this year, being in the program a couple of years. There's been a couple meet changes this year. Talk about the excitement of that and stepping it up, going to some bigger meets this year. That's got to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I feel like we're traveling a lot more this year compared to last year. We're going back to the Chicago area, so we'll get to go there and run at that meet, and that's always an exciting meet. I feel like our team always really shows up there, especially last year. We had a really strong finish. And then we have Gliax is at Davenport, so not that far from us, which is nice. And then we're headed out to Wisconsin Parkside, which is a hilly course, but a really fast course for regionals. So I think we'll have some strong finishes there.
Yeah, for sure. And talk a little bit, Emmett, obviously you're with us here for the first year, so a little bit of a change, but some similar meets by what I've heard, and you said you had that experience as well at Griax, so talk about your excitement seeing the schedule.
Yeah, I know one that's kind of like a bigger one that I've heard the guys kind of talk about, and I know it's supposed to be a faster course, is we're supposed to like run at Notre Dame, so
yes.
Looking forward to that. That should be exciting. And then, going to having the regionals at Parkside. I'm looking forward to that because that'll be my first race in my home state. I'm from Wisconsin, so
wow, nice.
I get the Griac, which will be close to home, and then the Parkside's a ways away from home for me, but it'll be fun to be back in my home state for that. So
very nice.
Nice. Taking things back a little bit, where are you guys from? Where's your hometown, and how did you get into running? And then Emmett, maybe for you, you can talk about your journey with transferring.
So I'm from Westphalia, Michigan, which is a really small town. My graduating class was like 65 people.
Wow.
Whoa. I came to Ferris originally just for the nursing program because that was what I wanted to do. And my brother had a lot of friends here, so it was just always a great school. And then my senior year, I was like, I think I want to run in college. And so I reached out to Coach Kellish, and he was like, yeah, you can, be on the team if you want. So that's kind of how it all started. I never really planned on running in college. It was just kind of something my senior year I decided to do. But
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Emma, how about you?
Yeah, so I'm from northern Wisconsin, small town. My graduating class was a little bigger than hers. It was like 100 people.
Only a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
just
yeah, just a little. It's
small.
not much, but and yeah, I've always kind of had running because my dad was a runner. He did like the ultra marathons and stuff, and then my brother's a runner, so it just kind of was in the family. So it's always been something I've kind of enjoyed. And like going into college, part of the reason I knew I wanted to go to college is like, well, I want to run in college, so I know I'm gonna go. And then yeah, like you had mentioned, I did go through the transfer. So first few years I spent in St. Louis, Missouri. I loved it there. It was great. Unfortunately, our program got cut. It was rough. I could talk about that for a while, but I'll keep it short. So yeah, that was rough. But going through the transfer, I got to come here. My coach down there was actually, he graduated from Ferris. He coached here. So
that's awesome.
And he used to coach with Coach Kelsch. So
nice.
Kind of keep the same training plan and everything. And so yeah, pretty excited to be here and looking forward to it. And it's been good so far. It's been smooth, kind of like I hope for the transition. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And for both of you, talk about, kick back, relax. The meet's finally over. You can kick back, enjoy some hobbies. What do you do in the off time if you're not running, 60 miles a week or whatever it is you guys run?
Yeah, I like to read. So I'm always down for like a good book or just hanging out with friends. We like to go to Marshall's down here.
Yeah,
nice.
That's a common trend.
Yeah.
And sleep, naps, of course, when I'm not in clinicals or racing or in practice. Good nap is always fun.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I like romance novels.
I had a feeling that you were going to say that for some reason. I don't really know. Maybe I just can read people well.
You're just picking
no
off
pun
a
intended,
vibe,
but yeah, cool.
Very cool. Emmett, how about you?
Not running. There's a lot of studying going on. A lot of that. I can jump on her train with the naps, which I can give a shout out to my old teammate Caleb Leach for that one.
Shout out.
Yeah, he never used to take naps, and then I roomed with him, and he would take a nap every day. So then it just rubbed off on me. So now I do some of that. Other than that, I like watching sports. So shout out to my Packers for beating the Lions this weekend.
Stop it.
Yeah.
We have a rival here.
Yeah. Had to get that in there, but so yeah, a lot of studying, naps, then my spare time, like to sports. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it. There's not a lot of free time in my schedule these days. But.
What are you studying?
Pre-optometry.
Oh, nice.
Yes, nice. Why'd you pick that?
It was kind of like a roundabout thing. I always thought I'd be an engineer because I liked math, but I didn't really want to do machines. And I thought about a vet, but I couldn't do surgery on a dog, so then we kind of just landed on optometry. That's where we ended up.
Okay.
Simple
that was
enough.
the thought process.
Talk about a roundabout.
Yeah, it definitely was.
For sure. And Ella, for you, obviously in clinicals, we know what that means. Why'd you choose it?
I'm in nursing school. I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's very busy, but just growing up, watching like my grandpa being taken care of by nurses all of his life and just the care that they gave him, I was like, I think this is what I want to do. I want to help other people and make a difference in their life. So that's kind of what led me into nursing.
Very cool.
That's awesome. We have a great nursing program here. So,
Yeah.
because I've had some teammates go through that as well. They all love it. So that's awesome. What do you guys have any like pregame like rituals or superstitions that, I don't know, some people get pretty creative with these, but I would just like to hear what they are.
I don't have any like crazy ones, but I definitely am like very like strict about like my eating before. Like I have to have like Alfredo before the night before
Nice.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to have like chicken on it. It can just be noodles and Alfredo sauce, but it has to be Alfredo. And then like the
Nice.
morning of a meet, I like have to eat a bagel.
Okay.
Which I feel like is pretty popular. Like
Yeah.
everyone is eating bagels before races. So
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
go-to. It's
Yeah.
The
grains.
meal sounds familiar
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Emmett, any crazy superstitions? One sock on before the other kind of thing?
Yeah, I kind of, in high school, I was pretty heavy on it. Like, I had this thing where I'd only eat my mom's spaghetti before races. Like, it had to be her spaghetti.
Wow.
Every time.
That's cool.
But these days, I kind of
Mom's
just
not
go with the
here.
flow. Yeah, I don't have my mom's spaghetti anymore, so now I've just kind of learned to go with the flow and just stay relaxed, I guess. And pretty much pasta still's the normal. Maybe chicken Alfredo a little more now, but pretty much go with the flow and not too much these days. So
Yeah, I mean, you could listen to Eminem, though.
yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Mom's spaghetti.
That's like the same
they
thing, right?
they missed it. I don't know what the viewers just missed that joke.
Yeah.
But that's
no,
okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
it
glad you
right.
picked it up. But especially for both of you guys, what is it about the career that you want to get into? I know, Ellie, you kind of talked a little bit about the backstory with your grandfather a little bit, but just talk about where you want to go. Is it going to be a nurse in a big hospital, smaller clinic? Like, what's kind of the goal for you?
I think right now I'm leaning towards OB or like labor and delivery nursing.
Okay.
That's just kind of where I'm like, I think I could see myself here, either that or peds. So I definitely want to be in like a hospital. Helen DeVos Hospital is like a dream place for me to work. That would be awesome to work there. And that's in Grand Rapids. So maybe that, but I graduate this year actually. So I'm like, wow, I really need to figure that out soon.
Yeah.
But so definitely a hospital setting, not sure exactly where yet, still figuring that out. But
I had a teammate who was in like a labor and delivery nurse, and she it was Kenzie, and she was a grad transfer here, and she would like get like no sleep, and she would show up to practice and be like, I just delivered a baby like before I came here. We were like, oh wow, okay.
That's crazy.
So and we were like, what's the name? She's like, I can't, like HIPAA, I can't tell you. So
I can't tell you.
I always thought that was really funny. So
yeah.
Did you answer the last question?
Technically, I don't think I have now.
No. Okay.
What
do you, with your occupation, what's the dream job? Where do you want to be one day?
So I kind of got to shadow a few different optometrists this summer and kind of see your private practice, your corporate hospital. I don't 100% know where I want to be yet. It's kind of gonna see. I think private practice would be fun, owning my own place. Second, I also like the hospital, but starting out, I'll get a job where I can probably, and then kind of work from there. But I guess dream goal would probably be private practice and owning my own place.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
I have to ask all of like the cross country people, what's your favorite course to run on and why?
Oh.
Or like the one that you've ever ran on.
The
It doesn't
go-to.
have to be like right now.
I don't honestly.
It can go back to high school too.
Okay. Probably Shepherd High School.
It's a great pick.
Yeah.
There's
It's a fast course.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's fast, it's flat, it's open, and I believe they're trying to put fiber in there. I don't know. I have to talk to Coach Curley about it, but I know they're talking about putting in, tracking technology and stuff. They wanted to make it the Mecca of Michigan. I mean, that's how big it is, So, Emmett, how about you? Same question.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite, but the coolest course I ever ran on is I got to run on Oklahoma State's course last year.
Wow.
So yeah, that was pretty sweet, just with their history of running and stuff. It's like I watched nationals on there a couple years ago and stuff, so to actually run on it, that was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very cool. Go to music choice prior to letting her rip on the course.
Okay, people are gonna judge me for this, but I listen to country before.
What's wrong with that?
I feel like everyone's like, that's not hype enough, but it's what works for me. So I love country music. I'm listening to that on my runs before races.
Go to artist.
I have a few. I love Zach Bryan, Morgan Wallen, Thomas Rhett.
Just name three good
That's
artists. What's wrong with those?
Yeah.
I will say we had sometime last year we had a track episode. I don't even remember who was on, but I said that I really like Tame Impala. Have you listened to Tame Impala?
I have not.
Their songs are like 10 minutes long. Like they're really long, and they're like
long
mostly
song.
instrumental, but like the whole song you're like waiting for the beat drop. And like anyways, I don't run much, but like if I do, I listen to Tame Impala because the song is so long. So I think like just get me through this song.
Yeah.
And she came up to me like a week later and was like, I tried it and I love it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have
Maybe
good
I'll try it.
Spotify playlists.
I think it's worth trying. So
All right. Emmett, do you have a go-to, or are you more of a mellow guy? Just let me get to the line and let's go.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't listen to music, but when I do, I'm kind of with her actually. I don't do like the rap or anything. Like I generally go more so like country.
Wow.
I'm more like early 2000s country though. So like
Okay.
talking like Lone Star, Rascal Flatts, that type of stuff.
it's
Now
probably
you're
like
talking.
the vibe of it that maybe helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Keeps
you don't want
calm,
to
I
get too
guess.
ramped up.
Yeah,
feel like.
I hear a lot of people are almost like, I don't want to get hyped up. I'm already hyped up. I want to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, and I
So-
feel like you need to keep your pace. So I feel like if I got like ramped up, like I think I would. I don't know. I don't think. I get it.
Yeah, very cool.
I get it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, both of you, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Last question before you go, we ask everybody that we bring on the show, what's your favorite thing about being here at Ferris State and being a Bulldog?
I would say my favorite thing is the team. They've become like such a family to me over these last years. Like all my bestest friends here, and my roommates and everyone that I surround myself with are people on the team and have made such a big difference in my life and such an impact. And we have a lot of like just strong girls and guys on our team, and so they're for real my second family. So that's probably the best part of this school.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna I would say the team too. Like I've only been here a very short amount of time, so I'm still trying to get used to the team, get used to the campus, all that. But so far, I would say best thing team. I love going on runs with them. Sometimes getting in smaller groups, just having good conversation. I studied with one guy the other day. Told him I'd give him a shout out. So studied with Jose.
Shout out.
Did some studying. So I promised him I'd say. So yeah,
very
good
cool.
team.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much both for coming on the show, and run fast in the upcoming weeks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Big thanks to Ella and Emmett for joining us here on the show. And what we've learned, Tatum, from this interview?
That they love to nap.
Napping is great, and you should take more naps.
They both love Alfredo.
That's true. Alfredo is the go-to as one that was in the running community, and I guess kind of still is, not excommunicated yet at least.
Yeah.
Pretty much Alfredo is the go-to.
It's a common answer. I feel like we've had people say that in the past that were runners.
Pre-race, it's pasta, it's carbs, anything, noodles, that's just the way to go.
I get it.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
And that country music is the go-to for running.
Go listen to Zach Bryan, just all on your headset while you're listening. If anybody still has one of the, what are those things called? Not the TrackMan, cassette tapes. Anybody still have those that they could run with?
Probably not.
But if you do, or you have AirPods and a phone like all the cool kids do, you can listen to all their great pre-meet music, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully they have playlists that you guys can check out.
For sure. Anyway, Ferris State Sports Slate before you go. Today, as we're recording this, you are probably hearing it later on Tuesday, which is September 9th. We have women's and men's golf still in action in their respective tournaments. Women's golf in Henryville, Indiana, and men's golf just down the road in Pearson, Michigan. On Friday, women's tennis and men's tennis will be at our friends in Caledonia. That is Davenport. They will be taking on the Panthers in fall action. We have men's and women's cross country. It'll be split squad, so half will be at Michigan State for Spartan Invite, and the other half will be at Wayne State in New Boston, Michigan. So good luck to those split squad folks out there if they're racing. And then as well, women's volleyball. You guys are wheels up for the Rockies very soon in Colorado,
yes.
Which we talked to Emily last week. If you missed that episode, be sure to find in the feed below wherever you're watching the show. Very exciting tournament with even better competition this weekend.
We are very, very excited. And I think we had a really tough match against Central Oklahoma, but they're very similar to a lot of teams that we're going to be playing, and they're the level of the teams that we're going to be playing this next week. So it was nice for us to get a little taste of it and see what we need to work on to prepare us for our upcoming matches. So
absolutely. Very exciting. West Florida and Regis, right? Day one will be very exciting. Women's soccer will be at Findlay to face the Oilers, so be on the lookout for that. And then Saturday, September 13th, tennis will continue onward. Volleyball, it's TBD because you guys are going to be kind of in tournament play.
Yeah,
it's that second day.
It's a tournament. So
whoa!
It's for all the marbles. Not sure what the marbles are, but it's for all of them.
All of them in a trophy of some sort.
Yeah,
all
maybe.
the marbles.
Yeah,
all of them. All 100 could be 3, it could be 100.
So these games matter.
Yes.
And not that they didn't before, but they really matter. If there's a tournament champion, we're going for it.
Yes. And if you like under the lights football, get here in Big Rapids Saturday night, 6 o'clock. Tiffin Dragons are in town, former conference foe. They're on the gridiron over there at Top Tiger Field. Get your tickets at FerrisStateBulldogs.com. Women's soccer will be at Walsh on Sunday to take them on. And then men's golf will actually be home. Midwest Regional Preview at Khaki Golf Course. So they'll be playing, men's golf will be playing Monday and Tuesday. And then, as mentioned in the interview, Roy Griax will be next week in Minnesota. That's a very good meet. Other members of the team will also be in Lansing to compete there at Lansing Community College. And then women's soccer and volleyball will be home next Friday. 1 o'clock for soccer, 5 o'clock for women's volleyball. So be here next week as well.
Yes, be here.
Hooray! Home stuff's back.
Yeah, home stuff is back and conference play is starting. That's what that means. So
warm up the fire. We're so ready. I hope you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready.
Now I'm ready.
So now they have to be ready.
It doesn't sound like we're ready though. I mean, we're grinding on a Tuesday. We're gonna get there, folks, and we'll get you all the good stuff as we go along. Big thanks to Dazos Digital. Target your target audience with the experts at DazosDigital.com. And stay tuned. Follow, subscribe for more episodes upcoming. I heard a rumor from a bird. Women's soccer's on next week.
I mean, I heard that same rumor.
Ooh.
So it seems like that might be true. Guess you guys will have to wait and see.
I guess you have to wait and see. So until next time, take care, everybody.
See ya.